Welcome back, sumo fans. Despite the terrible circumstances of this basho, we still have a lot of nice things coming out of the lower divisions, and here I will recap the guys you need to look out for in those lower divisions. Of course, we have to look to Juryo first, where Hokuseiho earned an 11-4 record. His sumo was very lazy, so I can only imagine how good he will be once he gains some speed and agility. Gonoyama had a simple 8-7 scoreline, and as such, he won't be graduating off of this list like Hokuseiho will be, because he's still kind of near the bottom of Juryo. Oshoma's situation is a bit trickier because of the information we got after the Banzuke meeting. We won't know what's gonna be happening to him. I think he's gonna go up because of his pre-COVID Kyujo scoreline, but it wasn't very clear, so we're just gonna hope that he moves up. I don't know. As for the rest of this list, we have no idea what'll be happening to a lot of these guys, because, again, that information was kind of dodgy, but we'll be doing my best to deliver the information about our young guns and how high they might be flying by the time we get the Banzuke. In Makushita, we will see the rise of Keen Bozan, the Kazakh who went 6-1, losing the Yusho to another one of our young guns, who we will cover in a little minute. Keen Bozan has only been in sumo for 5 basho, coming out of Nihon University. He is the first non-Mongolian foreign Rikshi since Osuna Arashi to make it to the Sekitori ranks. We look forward to seeing what color Mawashi he will choose. His promotee alongside him is former Kanno, now the newly named Tochi Musashi. He's someone I've been excited for since his debut a little bit over a year ago, and he is definitely someone to look out for. Next up, the man who won the Yusho, 18-year-old Yoshi. He has been in sumo for 3 years at this point. I actually started watching sumo around the same time he entered it, and I've been following him since day one. I am not shocked at his sudden Yusho, considering he has been between the 3rd and 4th division for almost a year, so I'm hoping this is a good sign of things to come, as he will most certainly rise past his highest rank of Makushita 21 East and hopefully not stumble in those top 15 ranks of Makushita. As for the rest of the division, we have a lot of young guns moving up. Of the 22 I am following, 13 of them attained winning records, aside from the 3 I've covered. We also have, still in the Makushita Joy, Fuji Seiyun, Shishi. Adding to it is most likely Mukai Nakano, Ishizaki, and sitting just below those ranks will be Kanzaki, Fujitoshi, Hayate Fuji, my man Kiryuko, Arauma, and Nabatame. Falling out of the Joy will be Fukai again, and the other losers consist of Dewa Noryu, Osanai, Nobehara, Nihon Yanagi, Hoshuzan, Moji, Arauma, Naya, and Raiho. Naya has been struggling immensely and doesn't seem like he can replicate the same success as his relatives, Oho. I forget if they're brothers or cousins, so excuse me on that one. So I'll be adding him and Nihon Yanagi to my probation list, which is a short list of Rikshi who, if they continue to underperform, I will probably be not tracking anymore, because this is supposed to be a list of the rising stars that we're supposed to be excited for getting to that 2nd division. Moving into Sandamne, there was a good amount of bad. Of the 20 men I'm following, only 11 of them had winning records. And now you might be thinking, that's over half of them having winning records. Which, yes, is true, but 7 of the 9 losers had 2 and 5 records or worse. Huge stumbles out of this basho. Our winners who will be moving up to the 3rd division include Hatsuyama, Miyagi again, and possibly Seto no Umi and Suguro with their 5-2 and 6-1 records respectively. Other winners include Seto no Umi, Kotote Bakari, who unfortunately had his tournament cut short by COVID, Asakiryu, Kuma Noryu, Murayama, Hanafusa, and Marusho. The men moving down will include Hogasho, who has finally broken his streak of 3 consecutive 4-3 records, 17-year-old Ieshima, Asakiryu, Nagata, 17-year-old Shunrai, 17-year-old Takashoki, Yoshino, Akisada, and 17-year-old Mogami Zakura. For some of them, I feel like it is important to stress their ages because of how young they are, and if Yoshi is any example, that it could take them another year to truly come into their own. So losing records here are more forgivable the younger you are. For all of the others I've named, they are in danger and they need to step it up. The strangest case will be for Koto Kenryu, who has a 3-3-1 record. If we are to believe the implication that the absences will not count towards the losses because of COVID, then it's likely he stays at the same rank, but we don't really know, so we'll see. Finally, in the Jonidan division, I added a big handful of Rikishi who are in their second basho and have thoroughly impressed. Men moving up into Sandamne will include Go Seiryu, Satsumasho, both of them for the first time, Toki Tora, 16-year-old Tanji with a possible debut in Sandamne, Arise from Tokyo University, Kaze Keno, 16-year-old Zuiten Ryu, Chiyoreshi, Wakamiyabi, Taniguchi, Tatsuosho, Ito, 18-year-old Sato, 16-year-old Hayashiru and his twin Rinko, Aron, and 16-year-old Gaia. A lot of actual young guns and rising stars have fantastic records in this 5th division and look great on their move up. The only loser of all of the men we're covering in this division was Dai Tenshin with an abysmal 1-6. The others I haven't mentioned in Yamato and Kiyonohana have 2-2 records, so we don't really know what's going to be happening to them. Overall, despite silliness that COVID brought this basho, we have a lot to look forward to in these lower ranks. The overall records are a bit tricky, but they are as follows: 1 undefeated 7-0, 12 6-1s, 6 5-2s, 21 4-3s, 7 3-4s, 10 2-5s, 6 1-6s, and then 1 0-7, but he was 0-2 and then out for COVID, so I don't really know how to call that one. The total records add up to 240, 179, and 29. There's a lot we could say about the COVID absences and the Fusensho and whatever else about all of the official losses, but despite all of it, we still have an overall positive outlook. At some point in the future, the ones I'm talking about will be holding their heads up high in this top division, so if you're interested in learning more about these lower division men, you can check out my spreadsheet, which is in the description of the video down below, and be sure to keep tuning into the sumo live streams here on my YouTube channel or on twitch.tv/LeoDickinsonVT. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to more here on my YouTube channel. If you want to catch my breakdowns, be sure to tune in to this channel even more, or show up to my streams live on Sumo Saturdays, where I do a lot of sumo stuff on those Saturdays at 10 p.m. Central Time. Thank you again for watching, and have a nice one.